Well, it's done, as the former CPL and Luton Town striker Aribim Pepple is on the move and has joined Plymouth Argyle in League One, a side of high expectations who have just been relegated from the Championship, gotten a new manager in Tom Cleverley, get a young talented Canadian in Aribim Pepple, who's still only 22 years old. And this is very exciting for Aribim Pepple, as he keeps his trade in the English pyramid and is able to still develop in a country, in a league that he has proven himself in already at the National League and League Two. But League One is a different level, and will he rise to that occasion is a major question to be asked at such a club with high expectations this season. And we're going to break it down why I believe this is a right move for Aribim Pepple and how he will fit into Tom Cleverley's system and style of play. Before we do, guys, drop into the comments, let me know your thoughts on the transfer of Aribim Pepple to Plymouth Argyle. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the content and hit that sub button as we move closer to 700 and 1,000 subscribers. But let's dive into things. As Plymouth Argyle have signed Luton Town striker in Aribim Pepple for an undisclosed fee. But according to Transfer Market, it is around €350,000. So it is a good price for both Plymouth Argyle and Luton Town. It is a decent fee to give up for a striker who is still developing and could become your starter this season. But for Aribim Pepple, he stays in a country where he has already learned the trade. He has learned the physical side of the game, playing in the National League, playing in League Two with both Southend United and Chesterfield in the League Two and in National League. And this is a great opportunity for Aribim Pepple to head off to League One and show what he has learned. His physicality is already there. That is something that is without a question. He's proven his physicality. He's also proven his work rate. Aribim Pepple works like a dog. His work rate is excellent. It is top notch. And that is something you will get every single game, week in, week out, from Aribim Pepple. One thing that is still lacking in Aribim Pepple's game is his end product, is his finishing. And yes, he has proven to score some very good goals and can be clinical once in a while, but he is still developing at 22 years old. He is still getting used to and adjusted to the English style of play. And going to League One, there's going to be higher expectations. It's going to be a higher level of football, especially with a side like Plymouth Argyle, who have aspirations to get promoted back into the Championship under a brand new manager in Tom Cleverley, who also has a lot to prove this year, taking his first job away from Watford Football Club. So this is a big move for Aribim Pepple. It is not an easy task, but at least he is already being backed by his manager. As Tom Cleverley has noted on the move, saying it's great to have Bim on board to add to our forward additions. He had an excellent campaign last season, scoring lots of goals and contributing wherever he played. We are confident he will be an asset for us, and we look forward to working with him to make him an even better player. And those are extremely exciting comments to hear from your brand new manager. To hear that he wants to develop you and make you a better player, a more talented forward, because already he is gaining success, is getting praise from his new manager, and that is something you need in joining a new side and joining a new club where you need to prove yourself in a better league that you've never played in before. And the fact that his manager is already on his side, is already praising him, is a great thing. But also, the fact that Tom Cleverley notes that Aribim Pepple can play in multiple different positions, but he contributed wherever he played. He can play on the right wing, he can play up top, he's a physical forward, a physical attacker, and can win aerial duels very well at 6 foot tall at 22 years old. It's great to see that Tom Cleverley notes that he can play in multiple positions and did very well in multiple positions last year in two very commanding and demanding leagues in the National League and of course in League Two. But will he succeed at Plymouth Argyle is a major question, because bringing in a new manager in Tom Cleverley, who is looking to play an exciting style of football, likes to play with the ball, likes to keep possession, and likes to play liquid and fluid football, will be very exciting to see how that takes to League One, because this is a side in Plymouth Argyle who just got relegated, have aspirations to come back up into the championship. And I really expect them to, because I think Tom Cleverley is a good manager. But the formation, the system, the tactics that Tom Cleverley wants to implement, or what he used at Watford, was more so of a 3-4-2-1, using that focal point of a forward number 9 and having those two number 10s sit behind your forward striker, which will be very interesting for Aribim Pepple. It means there's only one role that he can really break into unless he gets played at that number 10 role. We also have to remember Aribim Pepple is still developing. He is still a very young striker, still getting into European football. At 22, there's still so much to implement into his game, so much for him to learn under Tom Cleverley. So if he changes, if he becomes a false 9, if he drops into that number 10 position, it could be very exciting as well. But I do expect him to press and play at that focal point, at that number 9 role for Tom Cleverley. And I don't think it's far-fetched to think he could be earning starting minutes very quickly. Yes, it also is noted that their chief of football operations is looking into bringing more number 9s, is looking into bringing more additions up front. But Aribim Pepple is joining a side in Plymouth Argyle who are light in attackers currently, who don't have many number 9s or many strikers on their roster. Aribim Pepple joins, becoming one of 3 options up front for Tom Cleverley, along with Owen Oseni, who is a brand new striker that they brought in just a week ago, who is only 22 years old, the same age as Aribim Pepple, and another forward in Joe Hatch, who is 18 years old as well. So this is a young striking group for Plymouth Argyle with a lot to prove, all 3 of them very respectively. And it's going to be a big ask to see who gets the nod for Tom Cleverley in his system. Does Tom Cleverley change his system with the players he has at Plymouth Argyle? Does Tom Cleverley maybe go with a 4 in the back? Does he stick with a 3 in the back system? It'll be very interesting to see how versatile he is with his tactics. But I think Aribim Pepple going to Plymouth Argyle is a very exciting transfer, has all of the elements to be a success. He has learned the physical element of his game. That is without a question. His work rate is excellent, and it's very exciting to see how hard he works throughout a football match, and he's just lacking that end product. Yes, he scores some very good goals. Yes, he's proven himself in the National League and in League 2, and he does have that level to step up. Scoring 11 goals in 23 with Southend in the National League was very good, but then he scores 5 in 23 with not a lot of starts for Chesterfield. There's room for improvement. And making that jump to League 1, hopefully Tom Cleverley can continue and make Aribim Pepple a better footballer and add to his attributes, add to his traits, and continue to add to his game, because he is still a very talented, very exciting player, and we have seen that on the football pitch, but that end product is lacking. So if he can continue to move on and improve that, there is a very exciting player there in Aribim Pepple, and I think Plymouth Argyle have made a very good signing. Will he start for Plymouth Argyle is a different question. I don't know if he's at the level to start yet in League 1. I think he could be great contributions off the bench behind someone they continue to bring in, but it could be a possibility that Aribim Pepple pushes and earns a starting job under Tom Cleverley if he can prove himself in pre-season. But overall, guys, this is a very exciting move for Aribim Pepple, the 22-year-old Canadian striker, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments. Canadian fans, Luton Town fans, Plymouth Argyle fans, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hit that like button, guys, if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that sub button as we move closer to 700 and 1,000 subscribers, because your guys' support has been absolutely incredible, and I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all for the next one. Peace.